man Joyner Lucas, who took to social media to accuse Vlad TV of trying to extort him after Vlad TV files a lawsuit against Joyner Lucas for reposting a Vlad TV clip of Aries Spears making fun of UK rappers. Vlad says that the clip enhanced Joyner Lucas's popularity. Joyner shared messages of Vlad telling Joyner he would drop the lawsuit if he does an interview. After seeing all the evidence, do you think what Vlad was trying to extort Joyner? Let's take a look and see what y'all think. Off rip, my first reaction to this was I thought it was.
I say no, but go.
I thought the whole thing was fake.
I think extort is the wrong word to use here. I think this is Vlad saying, I don't like you, and I'm willing to spend some money to show you that since you jerked me around for a year or two or whatever, okay, bet. We're going to do the same in court. And I got the money to do it, win, lose, or draw. I'm going to waste your time the same way you wasting my time.
It's more so coercion than extortion.
At a certain point, it's like, damn, Joyner Lucas, like, you're supposed to be just a great artist. Why don't you just create art? And why is all this other shit always in the way? You're always in the headlines for beefing with your publicists. You were tripping on Karen Simple. Now you're tripping on DJ Vlad. Like, come on, bro. Like, at what point are you just going to create this great stuff that we're waiting for? And like,
is he tripping on DJ Vlad or DJ Vlad tripping? He the one getting sued. What you mean tripping on DJ Vlad?
But it seems like
all he just said was he felt he's getting extorted.
Well, but here's the thing. It's like, is that really even, it seems like his whole initial gripe of Vlad don't even really make sense. Like,
but I feel like one of the slights that Vlad is kind of throwing at him is that, like, you won the battle with Skepta because you reposted my clip. The battle was cringe. You didn't win like some hip hop. You're not decorated in this space. You basically used the hip hop media platform to win the war type, which is kind of, Vlad's way of downing Joyner's music and his art.
Joyner mucus is
I know,
hilarious.
It's crazy.
I like that.
It's crazy. But his art is like that, right? So it's kind of like little subtle jabs being thrown. And I feel like anytime I feel like I seen Joyner kind of like crash out on the internet, it's because people are coming at his art and he's defending it. You know what I'm saying?
If you read the text, he says, all right, I'm going to pass it forward, let you know. But basically you want to do an interview. And when you're trying to do this interview, and then Vlad said, I'm willing to forego asking a legal copyright claim for my content being used in exchange for an interview. We can do it in our Van Nuys studio any day next week, except for Tuesday. I would want to speak to him. This is a combo between Vlad and Joyner's manager, supposedly, to him ahead of time, so I know that he's not going to go into it with a negative attitude. And then Joyner responded basically and was like, Vlad, you da da da. So, and
that is kind of gay.
What part?
So the response was,
I'm talking about what part gay?
Nigga, the take away the copyright strike if you come to do the interview.
No, I think it's business though, like, cause you just benefited off my content, and like let's even the playing field. You know what I'm saying? Come do the interview with me, and you know what I'm saying? We both happy.
Is that extortion though?
That's not extortion.
Like, it's not like, yeah, it's not. He's just like looking for an alternative solution to a lawsuit. It seems like to me, like, it's pretty obvious. He tried to have.
I don't understand why Vlad would want to do the interview though. Like, that's the part that's kind of throwing me a little bit. It's like if somebody did all this shit, like jerking you around for like a year and a half, and oh, we'll get back to you when the album drops. Oh, we'll get back to you here. Why would you even really want to like with this person?
Don't this kind of remind you of the J. Cole Cameron situation?
I'm about to bring that up. I said, why is that not talked about before this though? I'm like,
we just covered it last time.
Yeah.
Cam shit.
Yeah.
And J. Cole.
Okay,
that's what it reminded me of, because Cam shot Cole a verse in exchange for him at some point hopping on his podcast, which he never wound up doing. So now Cam's suing him for the royalties he never got, or the payment he never received.
Also, wasn't Vlad up here literally saying, like, kind of like foreshadowing this, like, all these fools that are taking my content, like, I'm about to hit them with copyright strikes, we're gonna figure it out in court. I thought the last time
did say that.
Him and Adam sat down, they were talking about that, and I thought that was interesting, because I was like, dude, you have one of the biggest hip-hop platforms. You don't just have hip-hop people on there. I've seen Vlad's stuff clipped by other commentators far and wide. So I'm like, how are you gonna do that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many videos people using your shit? He was saying people use this shit in documentaries and he's mad about it.
No,
I'm like,
that's
whoa.
I mean, No Jumper is the same thing, has been used in documentaries without consent. Like, I'm pretty sure.
No, they got.
But it's fair use though. You don't need consent, right? With fair use.
Sometimes you do.
You do?
It's a thin line. It's a thin line.
Yeah, I thought it's like educational purposes, like commentating and stuff. Yeah, but
you're talking about YouTube restrictions, but there's also like national guidelines that can, you know what I mean, that are even supersede that.
Like actual fair use.
Like if you're talking about YouTube, you're talking about documentaries and like that, mass media companies.
I didn't know that
it becomes a different ball game. They could if they want to. Right. You feel is it worth it for them to make a lawsuit? And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it's a different combo. I do feel like Joyner's kind of, like I said, the fact that we wouldn't be talking about this if Joyner didn't make this post. Like I understand who's getting sued, Munchie, but Joyner made the post.
If you're getting sued, you got all rights to be upset, bro.
Yeah.
But who's happy about being sued, bro? So if I think the choice of word is off. Extorting, that ain't extortion, but you know.
What do we call that then? Is that janky business practice? Could we say that's janky?
That's definitely janky business practice to me. I'm already finna take your shit down on YouTube, but I'm willing to take these strikes back if you come to an interview. That's like I show up to your store with a bat, I get the hit and because
that's too far, dog. That's too far. Because I can say, look, it's like an olive branch. Like, look, I know we got beef, but we could squash it if you feel me. Scratch my back, I scratch your back.
What was the copyright?
That Ari Spears is funny because I thought you would find this funny. The Ari Spears video, he's like, I can't listen to these UK rappers. Oh, yeah, like, what's this? Like chop the ball. I was like, this is some suspect shit right here, bro. You feel me? So he posted that and was like threw a sub at like Skepta, basically like this is how we, I guess, view you type. You know,
shitting on you
on Twitter as well. On Twitter, mind you, this is posted on. From my understanding, it's a retweet.
Copyrighted Twitter post.
I thought it was a retweet the way people were saying it, but maybe he like screen grabbed it, then put it on, or I'm not exactly sure. I haven't seen the original.
Oh, he used that clip and maybe a diss towards Skepta on YouTube.
No, he didn't put it in the song.
But like, like just in a video.
It's not even in a song.
Then how do you?
He just reposted the clip.
He just reposted the clip.
So that can't be the copyright thing because it's just
the copyright someone off like social media
on Twitter.
Your clip, yeah.
Well, if you he probably reposted it on, I'm assuming like his YouTube Shorts,
all the time.
Instagram.
Does that shit all the time.
Bro, some petty shit. Vlad was like, "Oh, you posted my clip on your Twitter. I'm gonna get your shit taken down."
It had 5 million views as well, so it probably was easier for him to like get it taken off of his page, type of thing.
Twitter don't pay like that, so it's not like he made some crazy amount of bread off retweeting Vlad's shit.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't say it's as far as extortion. Maybe you could say it's shady business practices as well, but I don't know.
That's
like,
big deal.
I don't know exactly. I think this is out of my tax bracket. I don't just got like money sitting around to sue somebody who pissed me off. I don't really know how to feel about it.
Who actually get paid off Twitter in here?
I don't really use Twitter like that.
Yeah, because I don't say they don't pay that much, but
I've never seen a dime off Twitter.
I've seen people post they get like a few $100
I got like
or something.
6,000 followers, 8,000 followers on Twitter.
You gotta use it.
Yeah, you gotta have like 100,000. Be posting dumbass tweets all day and shit.
Like there's people that clip all the streamers on Twitter, like specifically that's what their page is for. They're on Twitch clipping this shit as it happens. So it's like that. Those fools running it up.
There's like even every little sub scene like battle rap has their specific Twitter accounts, which always go by. Like shouts to the homie Bum Battle Rap. That's like a page that goes super. I'm sure that fool is capable of making a good chunk of change monthly off of his Twitter. But with that being said, is this extortion? No. Is it petty? Absolutely. What I want to know is why does Vlad want this interview so bad?
That's another thing that was kind of like throwing me off. Is like, why does Vlad want to sit down with Joyner so
like
bad?
That.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Who the f is that? Like,
one thing,
I know who that is, but like, who the f is that?
Yeah, like respectfully, I've never been a real big fan of his music, but the only thing that hit me when I was like kind of listening to Flacco's video was like, bro can talk about some shit He's had some controversy. Like, he's a polished artist type shit.
For sure.
Maybe it would be a good interview. Vlad was saying, like, oh, this is going to be his biggest interview. He should do it. You know, Vlad is really good at what he does. Maybe he could get Joyner talking to a degree where it actually pops off. But I was like, I don't know. I want to see Vlad interview some mafia hitter in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, telling you some crazy ass stories like that you would never hear before. Not like a like mainstream ass rapper like Joyner Lucas that's making like
Joyner
political music and stuff.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Keep in mind, remember, Joyner blew up off of videos that he directed on YouTube and like doing alternative content and like that. What was the Ross Cappuccioni? Yeah, that was his first joint. Then he had the I'm Not a Racist, and like, so he had a lot of really controversial.
Yeah, that's where he lost me.
Did he go to school with that fool? He just made the song.
No, he's not even from the same state. He's from Massachusetts, and that kid is from like rural, like outside of Detroit. And y'all remember that story? The white kid that the guy like went to Detroit to take like his supposed friend to like on a little mission or whatever, and then the dude wound up shooting him and like yeah. His own homie shoots him, and like a random person basically saves his life, and he didn't think he was. It's a crazy story, and like the way this kid tells it on YouTube. And then Joyner Lucas made a song from like his perspective or whatever, which was that was from both perspectives, yeah. And that was like his first viral song, and then he started. So that's why I'm saying Vlad interviewing him is a little bit different because he essentially, but he's not like a quote unquote mainstream rapper. He's like, you know, he did it like in completely alternative way, so it makes sense for Vlad to sit down
when
with
I
him
heard the I'm Not a Racist
respect.
song, I was getting B.O.B. vibes. Like, I'm not saying like mainstream, but you guys know that kind of rapper, like I do want to say like B.O.B., like gym class heroes kind of.
You really want to say like Macklemore type
hey, it was giving me
like Macklemore.
And this is respectfully, I don't know about Joyner Lucas or whatever. You know way more than I do. You just put me on game and stuff. It's just not getting played in my whip. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Even a little.
I feel it.
I feel like I was only tapped in because like maybe Act posted like, oh, controversial track by Joyner Lucas, and he's doing whiteface in the video, right? Or something.
No, he had a white dude. He had a white dude like play like in half of the song is from the perspective of a white dude. The other is from a perspective of the black dude. And what's this right here? Oh, this is the copyright claim.
150,000, right?
He's suing Joyner Lucas for 150 bands.
That's gay.
And so, as such, DJ Vlad demands that you agree to the following by no later than August 11th, 2025. 1. Immediately cease all use of DJ Vlad's copyright materials. 2. Take down the second infringing post from your X page and say affiliated materials that use DJ Vlad's and any affiliated materials that use DJ Vlad's copyrighted materials. 3, pay DJ Vlad for the damages he has suffered, an amount to be determined, and 4, sign an agreement reflecting the above. So, I mean, that doesn't sound like he's asking for that much.
Hey, well, guess what?
Beyond the 150K.
Maybe Vlad got a relationship with the artist Joyner won against.
No, clearly.
Did he? I was wondering that. I know I seen one interview with Giggs, but I don't think I ever seen an interview with Skepta.
Yeah, so he probably looking out for his boy. Like, don't worry about it. He lost that, but we gonna win this lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they be saying Vlad be picking sides,
bro.
Vlad be picking sides.
Crazy.
So what I want to know is does this mean that he either has to pay 150,000 or just take down a couple posts? He has to do all the above.
$150,000 in damage.
And he has to do that.
This is the thing. That's why when I heard the amount, I was like, Vlad is just being on some petty shit. Like, you wasted my time. I got you, dog. We about to be in court for the next year. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vlad doesn't care if he loses $150,000. He probably lose this 150 and pay the 150 for Joyner's lawyers and be happy about it that he wasted his time.
That's not the way a lawsuit works unless Joyner hits him with a slap motion, which I don't know would be applicable in this case.
I thought if you lose, you pay the damages to the party that you sued.
Potentially,
I mean, the fees for the party that you
potentially, yeah. Like, it depends on how this lawsuit is structured. Okay. Not necessarily. Like,
I thought that's just how America works, but I could be wrong. You feel me?
You might be right. I don't believe so.
I don't know.
I don't
Never
believe
sued
so.
anybody.
I don't believe so.
Never sued anybody. You know,
looking to sue me, a nigga.
I'm being for real.
Well, that's why America
Give me a
is.
little quick ticket.
That's why America is so conducive to lawsuits, is because there's not a lot of recourse just by doing, like, it's not necessarily, doesn't reflect bad upon you. If you get a lawyer to take your suit on a contingency or whatever, you feel me, then you have it's not really that negative no matter what happens to you.
There's a tweet, the nigga DJ Vlad, what he said, scroll down a little bit. I'm going to respond to Joyner Lucas' temper tantrum over me suing him for copyright infringement later this week. Everything I was talking about would be facts. They're going to skip that part, though. And then the nigga Joyner said, shut up, ain't no facts. Only fact is that you the biggest bitch I ever seen. Suing me because they didn't want to sit down with your little smug face ass and answer any of your bitch ass questions. So you decide you want to take the opportunity to sue me for clout. You've been on my dick for years trying to talk to me. I'm mad. My manager was even nice enough to respond to your messages at all, but he was trying to be professional. You always struck me as a bitch ass who would do something like this, which is why I respect you to begin with. Hope you get all the clout you want. Goofy, you're going to get exactly what you've been looking for. And then he added that. Alrighty, but.
So I called it. He took the little 6ix9ine little. So he said they gonna skip this part though. 6ix9ine kept saying they gonna skip this clip.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the fact that Vlad wants his interview that bad is like, that's the oddest thing to me. I don't really necessarily. I know there's a lot of reasons, a lot of cool clips he could get out of it, but I don't think it's that big of a deal for him to be suing him. At the same time, people got to be really conscientious, I guess, moving forward about the content they upload, because the original creators and whatever laws are in place at the current time is going to dictate whatever recourse they have to use that or not.
You gotta think, bro. If Vlad knows something that we don't know, and he got these questions geared up, he might be trying to sit him down and embarrass him.
That's true as well. I didn't even think about that.
People be, you know what I'm saying? It be a method to people's madness. You know what I'm saying? Hidden agendas and shit.
But again, you got to kind of like be like, at this point, you got to be media trained if you're an artist. And I guess that's why dudes like him don't do that many interviews, because they don't want to have those potentially embarrassing moments, or when they do, they go on the easy puff question circuit, and they don't go to the No Jumpers or Vlad TVs or places where you're going to be asked potentially compromising, difficult questions. Like, people look down on Vlad, but at least Vlad's willing to, I think it's like he's doing his job as media ultimately. You know what I mean? Like, he's asking the questions. Y'all choosing or not choosing to answer them. That's on y'all.
Catch 22 though, because we just talked about separating the artist from the person, and it's like sometimes in these interviews you think that they're interviewing the artist, but it's actually the person. You know what I'm saying? And they just, maybe an artist just wants to come in and talk about their synth selection and the 8th track on their album and why they went with that, versus like, yeah, like, why did your bodyguard pop that fan last November, and how did that case go, and all this? And you're like, God damn, like, that's my government name's handling that, not Ricky Roy or whoever. You feel me?
Just be like, but then
like,
then don't answer.
That's when you just Pee Wee Longway it.
Yeah, exactly.
Pee Wee Longway it.
Exactly.
No, facts, but I'm just saying, I'm just speaking for like, okay, hip hop media being like, man, these artists don't want to come down and sit with us and talk about like the shit going on. Like, I'm just saying, like, you got to kind of see it from the other side. Like, maybe that's why they're going to sit down with a Black Boy Max or something on some like stream type.
100%.
It's just music based. It's like, I get to put on my little persona. You feel me?
I'm
Put
not
on my
mad at
suit.
That is the
do my
these days.
You feel me? Yeah.
But
like,
fans also want to know who you is personally.
True.
So you gotta know.
True, yeah.
You gotta know what interviewer you're going to. Also, you feel me?